Hi, I'm Sarah of Communication Liberation, and today I'd like to talk a little bit about overcoming fear of stammering. And to do that, I'd like to talk a bit about juggling. And something that a friend told me about learning to juggle, which I thought was very relevant to stammering therapy. And that is that this particular teacher that this friend was telling me about starts off by helping people to overcome the fear of dropping the ball. Because when people are afraid of dropping the ball, it means that they're permanently poised, ready to lunge for the ball in a way that sets up unhelpful physical and mental tension, which is actually counterproductive. And hearing this, I thought, this is like in speaking situations where people bring certain kinds of tension into that speaking situation before they've even begun to speak. And so anticipation of difficulty and fear of stammering kind of set off this chain reaction of mental and physical tension. And sometimes I talk about it being like, it's like you're bracing yourself for impact. That's your starting point. And then, it can become a really sort of like a self-fulfilling prophecy. People expect to stammer and then they do stammer, and then that reinforces the anticipation of difficulty. So going back to the juggling analogy, so the first step there is being taught not to lunge for the ball by deliberately not trying to catch the ball. And so you're not developing there the habit of preparing to lunge, but instead, rather than focusing on whether you're catching or not catching the ball, your attention is broader and more to do with a sense of well-being and poise and balance and so on, and confidence. And again, I thought this is interesting comparing this with stammering therapy, where we might look at in terms of speaking situations, reducing the fear of disfluency by, in the therapy sessions, deliberately introducing some experiments step by step. For example, to do with the experience of silence, which is usually has very negative associations with moments of blocking. And so in those experiments, first of all, noticing the habitual reaction, the tensing, the bracing, the memories, images, all that sort of thing that come up. And then experimenting with relating to that silence in a different way. So in a sense, kind of deliberately letting the conversational ball drop to see what happens, and gradually becoming more at ease with that. And so so the idea is gradually shifting the focus away from an effortful, counterproductive attempts to not to stammer, and instead towards feeling more and more at ease and confident within the speaking situation and about your communication. So I hope this juggling analogy has been helpful to you in some way, and if you'd like to be the first to hear about my next video, please feel free to subscribe to this channel, or you can visit my website www.communicationliberation.co.uk, and you'll see a little free support section on the homepage there, and you just fill in your name and email address, and you can subscribe to that. Okay, thanks very much. Bye for now.